between Sunni and our belief is they say that he will be born, and we believe that he is already born. Okay? Last question. Okay, last two questions. These are last two questions now.
All the Imams have been shaheed. Will both Imams...
We've had this question, will the 12th Imam be shaheed or not? We don't want to talk about this. There are traditions, one tradition in Ilzam al-Nasib that he'll become, but we don't want to talk about that. I don't want to go into that.
Okay, so you pointed out that when the Imam reappears, he'll establish Islamic State.
Sorry?
He'll establish
Yes.
Islamic State. So there are some people who want to, like Muslim leaders, political leaders, who want to establish Islamic states, like now,
Good question.
etc. So is that a legitimate state that they're establishing or no?
Now, is it legitimate to try and establish an Islamic state now in the absence of the Imam? Some old ulama used to believe that it is probably haram in the absence of the Imam. Only Imam will establish it. And probably we cannot. Others say that if we were given a state, it was wajib to run it. But to establish it, is it wajib? Some used to, old ulama, many of the old ulama used to think that no, probably we can't ever do it. But now there are so many Shias that way you can establish. If you have the power, then you should rule. Ayatollah Khooi, Ayatollah Gulpagani and all of these Maraji believe that if an Islamic state is established, it is wajib to run it. But it is not wajib to establish one. Ayatollah Khomeini believed, no, it is wajib to establish one if you have all these Shias. Iran had more than 90% Shias. Why don't we have a Shia state? Why not? Run it according to the rule of Ahlul Bayt alayhimus salam. But the true state will only be established. Now, to try and establish Islamic states. Now there are many people don't have a right concept. They have not understood the concept of an Islamic state, and they are trying. So that, and to force people to it, is again not allowed. None of that is allowed. And when they establish, how do they run it? All of those are complicated topics. So many of the people say it is not, especially for the Sunnis, it is not allowed. You can understand for obvious reasons. Saudis or Taliban or anyone like that, it is not, surely not. وآخر دعوانا أن الحمد لله رب العالمين.